David Harmeyer, Azusa Pacific University. Michael Pigon, harmonyofthegospelsolved.com. Dave, you and I are friends. I sought you out in 2005. I started at APU as a seminary student, Master of Divinity, 2004. And I was a little concerned about the the faculty. Now, I have a real life story, and I'm a real life human being. And, sometimes I think that I actually got the divinity degree. Part of it is for our relationship. Because I have to take care of you right now. I think you know this. You might not be sure. You might be like 60%. But I've staged the living room and the entranceway. I'm going to show you everything you already know. But I'm going to tell you something, and this should be Azusa Pacific University friendly. There's spiritual warfare, and I have not mentioned that with this project very much or at all. And I'm doing these introductions today. I've done it for Daryl Bach. I've done it for Tom Atkins, Saddleback Church. I was in the emergency room this past Sunday, May 5th. Today is Tuesday, May 7th, 2018. And for the first time ever, I have high blood pressure. I looked at the screen, it was 150 over 110. And I was in the hospital because of excruciating chest pain. I might tell you more about it. I don't know, I've set up a few things here and there, to guide me through this talk. So let's go on inside. You've been here before because you're faithful. I published on my website my masterpiece, Michael Pigon's Gospel's Masterpiece, April 25th, 2018. April 27th, I sent you the email. If I'm seeing the monitor right, you're going to see my high blood pressure. Just happened. Yeah, I went into the emergency room screaming, crying. This is a real deal. That's okay. It's just, in real life Christianity, come on in. In real life Christianity, that's just part of it, right? So I'll show you this here. These are just, some books. These do not have a Harmony of the Gospels or a timeline. Here's the Gospel's Masterpiece, 13.5-foot poster. So Dave, I'm talking to you, but I'm also publishing this, right? And I'm trying to take care of you and reach a wider audience at the same time. But I have to take care of you because the fight's coming. So here's Harmony of the Gospel Solved, which I completed in 2000. Calvary Chapel, South Bay. I did it in their library. I was a college student there. Harmony of the Gospel Solved. And then, come on in. And then in 2008, I did this as a research project. Azusa Pacific University, Master of Arts in Religion, emphasizing biblical studies. And Lynn Losey, retired now, he was my research paper advisor. And I had to successfully defend my thesis-driven research paper as an oral defense in front of 3 PhDs. So he picked Tim Finley, who I consider a good acquaintance, and then Kenneth Waters. So these books, the Mormons, they have a Harmony of the Gospels. And the reason I have my 4-year degree is in comparative religions, so I'm comfortable handling a wide array of books. As a born-again, Bible-believing, Spirit-filled evangelical Christian, myself, But, here's my German books. They don't have a timeline of Christ's earthly ministry. Here's some King James Version, a minister's Bible. No timeline. Spanish Bible. I studied Spanish for a while. I used the New American Standard during Cal State Long Beach BA in Religious Studies. So New American Standard, I'm friends with Pike Lambeth, and they're getting ready to publish an updated New American Standard Bible. And because I know what this is, okay, they are going to put out, compared to this scholarship, okay? So this is what it sounds like when I watch my words carefully. Are you ready? They're about to put out an extremely inferior product unless they incorporate this Harmony of the Gospel Solved by Michael Pigon. First proved in 2000 as a macroscopic view, and now I've done all the text. So I'll show you what that is. You already know what it is. I'm going to show it to you, and we'll have a public record of a sound, conservative, honest-to-goodness scholarship. So let me begin to move away from this section. I just want to make sure I cover everything. You know, there's so much supplemental material, but now we know the true footsteps of Jesus' earthly ministry. And so as that starts to inform, you know, the mind of scholars and Bible enthusiasts, we're going to see Capernaum, we're going to see Bethsaida, we're going to see Galilee and Nazareth, you know, we're going to see Cana. We're going to see those areas very differently, because now we see the timing. I can see that some of the shots I'm taking, excuse me please, are a little rough. This is the third video I'm making. This is very tough to make these videos. And I actually, because I'm exhausted, I chose you now because we're friends. And because, you know, I'm a APU alum, right? So here's what we're talking about. Okay, this is a Harmony of the Gospels. All right, this is a parallel of the Gospels. Okay, you look over here, and all these Bibles have a timeline of Jesus' earthly ministry, either as a Harmony of the Gospels or a timeline of Christ's earthly ministry. So we have Nelson Publishers, New King James Version, Harmony of the Gospels. We have Holman, New King James Version, Harmony of the Gospels. Okay, this is very standard seminary Bible, New Oxford. Oxford, you know, has a Harmony of the Gospels or timeline of Christ's earthly ministry. This ESV, published by Crossway, it has a misinformed timeline of Christ's earthly ministry or Harmony of the Gospels. We're going to change all of this because I've proved it. I'm going to spend the next few minutes showing you. So this is a friendly introduction, because I'm talking to you, you know, like family. And Dave Harmeyer, you know, it's because of you, you know. So Thompson Chain Reference Bible, everybody's heard of that, right? This is published by Kirkbridge. Are they still popular? I don't know, because Bible tastes have changed, you know, since the 90s. We used to be a John 3:16 church. Now we're a Jeremiah 29:11 church, you know. We're in the area of casting wide the net. You know, as the expression goes, we're a mile wide and an inch deep. But there's a lot of Jesus freaks at APU. You've got a lot of good people that come from around the country or around the world, because they actually do love Jesus Christ, and they will sit and open up the Gospels and try to follow the footsteps of Jesus and to sit with him and to know him. And that's what this project does. It introduces people to the true timeline of Christ's earthly ministry as the authors intended. So I'm taking my time, but I'm building up to that. And then here's Zondervan Student Bible, NIV Study Bible. And then here's Zondervan publishing the King James Version. This has a Harmony of the Gospels. So, Dave Harmeyer, here's what you saw in 2005. This is what you saw. And it's very simple and it's very obvious. So you didn't miss anything. So what this poster proved in 2000 is that from the top to the bottom of the poster, from the beginning to end of Mark and Luke, that Mark and Luke are in agreement from top to bottom. And scholarship had not seen that Mark and Luke are in agreement from top to bottom. Now, the reason why they hadn't seen that is because of historical scholarship. There's some historical reasons why. But also they didn't have a spreadsheet like this, which is a 6-foot poster. So all I did was I took very conservative. I just took a Nelson Publishers New King James Version of the Bible, and I took the chapter headings and subheadings, and I just put them in cells in a spreadsheet. And I just stepped back to see what it would look like. And with a little bit of color coding, Dave, you know what I saw because I showed it to you in 2005. I think we met 4 times, right? And here's what Dr. Darrell Bach out of Dallas Theological Seminary said. Just recently, because I had a relationship with him since 2005, he had me send my poster to him to Germany. This poster's, I paid the postage and entrusted him with my work, and he didn't get back to me. I sent him my research project in 2008. He didn't get back to me. I sent him a mass mailing. I mailed a couple dozen professional people. It was a $1,000 sent out this poster. He was one of the recipients. Let's just read a couple of them. Golden Gate Seminary, Michael Martin, George Guthrie, Union University, Pike Lambeth, the Lockman Foundation, Bach, Dallas Theological Seminary, Office of the President, at the Master's Seminary, 3 scholars over at Talbot, Dr. Andreas Klostenberger at Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary, B&H Publishing, BibleSoft, Crossway, CBA, American Bible Society, Eerdmans Publishing, Society of Biblical Literature, D.A. Carson at Trinity, Kendall Eastley at Union, Baker Publishing, InterVarsity Press, Faith Life, Tyndale, Christianity Today. They all got the poster in 2015. This is only a 20-minute video. This is the 3rd one I made. I already know how long this is going to go. But APU, you're my family. And this is sound conservative scholarship. Now, the reason there's spiritual warfare is because of what's going on these days. This is all my work for the Harmony of the Gospels for the research paper. I had to deal with biblical criticism, and that's where I'm going to get a lot of pushback, because this conservative approach to recognizing Peter's mother-in-law and he is healed and many healed after Sabbath sunset, it just goes right here. That's where it is in Mark and Luke. Peter's mother-in-law is healed, many healed after Sabbath sunset. Peter's mother-in-law is healed, many healed after Sabbath sunset. This event just goes right here. And the other day, for some reason, I don't know, March 15th, Darrell Bach picked up the phone and we chatted for 49 minutes, then exchanged a couple emails. It only took a couple emails for me to realize I'm way ahead of the game. Even though I had sent him this work, it seems like they still hadn't gotten how easy this is. There's 3 sections, they just go right here. And my concern is that these publishers, these scholars of biblical criticism, that they're going to push back. They don't want the true timeline of Jesus' ministry published. In scholarship, that's called a repository of unanswered questions. Whether it's philosophy or science, music or religion, people try to have a repository of unanswered questions. That way everybody gets to contribute. But now I've done this work. Now I've proven in 13.5-foot poster the three seasons that are affected by that displaced text. They just go right here. It's very, very obvious. Look, this information is right here in Mark and Luke. It just goes right there. It's not topical. There's no topical, organization. They're just out of order. This is Wind and Wave Obey Jesus and 2 demon-possessed men healed. It just, they just go here like that. And this is 3 seasons of Jesus' ministry. It's summer, autumn, winter. This is John 5, John's unnamed festival. John 2, the cleansing of the temple. John 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in my paper, I have to deal with John 5. In scholarship, it's famous. It's called the John's Unnamed Festival. And after these things, there was a festival of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. So when scholarship wants to protect, all of their little endeavors, they'll take this John 5 and they'll move it around like this. They'll move it to different places. But you just leave it there and it fits perfect. So I already have a video that I've published that shows you just honor the text. Yeah. So good news for all the, Jesus freaks, Jesus lovers. Biblical scholarship, I'm going to give it to you straight. Biblical scholarship is going to take a sock to the chin. Because a lot of books are going to have to come off the shelf. Because once I proved summer, autumn, winter. It's just right here. There's all the text. So I'm not going to climb the ladder because I'm exhausted. See what I mean? We got a trash truck outside, spiritual warfare. Maybe you can't hear it good. So this video is about to end. I'm gonna tell you something. This is a Catholic Bible. This is a Reims Douay. This Reims Douay was given to me when I was born in 1965. And Dave, you've handled this Bible because you came over and visited me like a good friend. April 29th on a Sunday, 2018. So if you just go here to the back of the Bible, 1965. What is it? See that? This is a multi-billion-dollar project. As the expression goes, this is a holy grail of Christianity. Because now we know the true story of Jesus' ministry, the true footsteps. We know crowd by crowd, feast by feast, boat by boat. You follow John the Baptist. Those are 4 huge time markers. And all you have to do is what's obvious. Just take these and just put them right there. That's where they go. That's where they are. Everything else lines up. So I hope, I guess President Wallace is just going to be around, for another year. APU, because of this project, is at a fork in the road. I don't know which way you will go. I know that I was crying, screaming 2 days ago in the emergency room because of excruciating chest pain. I'll go ahead and show you, okay? The pain is as if someone takes like the dull end, of like a dinner knife and presses it here on the sternum, hard, straight in, until it's bruised, sore, and then it's excruciating. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. And it's happened to me in the past, few years. And for the first time ever, I had high blood pressure. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. 150 over 110. So here we go. Here we go. It's, as the expression goes, it's on. So I hope APU, I hope you're going to be okay, Dave. I think you have some great skill. You've been there a while, so just be yourself. Just be nice. Just be nice. But it looks like Jesus wants to publish his story. I'm going to say goodbye to you as I show you something. This is for the Jesus freaks at APU. What if you sit down on a chair and just have Matthew, Mark, and Luke right in front of you, and just read it like a harmony of the Gospels? And your heart and your mind goes to Galilee. That's what happened to me. I hope you guys do the right thing. Michael Pigon, harmonyofthegospelsolved.com. Love you. And I'd like to see Jesus lifted high. I have nothing wrong with that. He deserves it, right? He better be. All right, love you. Let's see what happens.